In this video, we are going to talk about matrix multiplication. So first, we are going to solve some examples of matrix multiplication, and then we are going to talk about the condition that needs to be satisfied for matrix multiplication to be possible. So let's get started. First, we are going to multiply two 2 by 2 matrices. So suppose we have matrix A. We have matrix A of 2, 3, 0 and 5. Similarly, matrix B equal to 6 minus 1, 3 minus 2. You can see here both matrices are of order 2 by 2, which means both matrices have two rows, here row 1, row 2, here also row 1, row 2, and two columns, here column 1, column 2, and here also column 1 and column 2. So both matrices are of order 2 by 2. So the resultant matrix AB after multiplication of these two matrices will also be of order 2 by 2. So it will also have two rows and two columns in it. Now we know that the resultant matrix AB will also have two rows and two columns in it. So we need to find out each and every element of this matrix AB. So how do we find out the first element of matrix AB? For the first element, what we need to do is multiply this first row of matrix A with this first column of matrix B and add them. So what we need to do is 2 times 6 plus 3 times 3. It will give the first element of matrix AB. Here we multiplied this 2 with this 6 plus this 3 times this 3. So similarly, for the second element, we will multiply this first row of matrix A with the second column of matrix B. So we are going to get 2 times minus 1 plus 3 times minus 2. This will give the second element of matrix AB. What we did is we multiplied this first row of matrix A with this second column of matrix B for this second element of matrix AB. Now for this third element of matrix AB, we are going to multiply this second row of matrix A with first column of matrix B. And similarly, for the last element of matrix AB, for the fourth element, we are going to multiply this second row of matrix A with second column of matrix B. So let's write it down. For third element, we are going to do 0 times 6 plus 5 times 3. And for last element, we are going to do 0 times minus 1 plus 5 times minus 2. So this is the resultant matrix after multiplication. So now what will be the result? We will find out after doing this simple simplification. So 6 times 2 multiplied by 6 is 12, plus 3 times 3, 9, and 2 multiplied by minus 1, minus 2, plus 3 into minus 2, minus 6. 0 times 6, 0, plus 5 times 3, 15. 0 times minus 1, 0, minus 5 times 2, 10. So the final answer will be equal to 12 plus 9, 21, minus 2 minus 6, minus 8, 0 plus 15, 15, and 0 minus 10, minus 10. So this is the final answer after multiplication of matrix A and B. Now we are going to multiply two 3 by 3 matrices. Here are two 3 by 3 matrices, matrix A and matrix B, with 3 rows and 3 columns. So what will be the resultant matrix AB? How do we find the resultant matrix AB? So AB equals to, the process is same as for 2 by 2 matrix. For first element, you need to multiply this first row of matrix A with this first column of matrix B. So what will it be? It will be 1 times 3 plus 5 times 2 plus 3 times 5. So for second element, you need to multiply this first row with second column. So the second element will be 1 times 0 plus 5 times 1 plus 3 times 3. Similarly, for third element, you need to multiply this first row of matrix A with this third column of matrix B. Similarly, you can do the multiplication of any order of matrix like this. Now, what will be the remaining elements? Here, I have found out all the elements of matrix AB. Now, after doing calculation, it will be equal to, hence this will be the final result. In this way, you can do the multiplication of 3 by 3 matrix also. Now, let's try multiplying these two matrices. Here, matrix A has only one row and 3 columns. So, it is 1 into 3 matrix. Order of matrix A is 1 by 3. And you can see here matrix B has 1, 2, 3 rows and only 1 column. So, it is 3 by 1 matrix. So can you multiply these two matrices? Here, matrix multiplication of these two matrices is possible because for matrix multiplication to be possible, the number of columns in the first matrix should be equal to number of rows in second matrix. Here, you can see this is first column, this is second column, and this is third column. And number of rows in matrix B is also 3. This is first row, second row, and third row. You can see here also matrix, this is 1 by 3 matrix, so number of column is equal to 3, and this is 3 by 1 matrix, so number of rows is also equal to 3. Since number of column in matrix A and number of rows in matrix B are equal, matrix multiplication is possible. That is the condition that needs to be satisfied for matrix multiplication to be possible. So what will be the order of matrix after multiplication of these two matrices? This 1 into this 1 into 1. This will be the order of resultant matrix. So what we learn from here is, if we multiply two matrices of order 2 into 3 and 3 by 2, the matrix multiplication is possible because number of column in this is equal to number of rows in second matrix. The resultant matrix will be of order 2 times 2. So I hope you understand this. So now let's multiply our matrix A and matrix B now. Now AB will be equal to 1, 2, 3 times 5, 0, 3. So how do we multiply? We multiply this first row with the first column of second matrix. So it will be 1 times 5 plus 2 times 0 plus 3 times 3. So as we have already said before, the matrix will be of order 1 by 1 because matrix A is of order 1 by 3 and matrix B is of order 3 by 1. So after multiplication, the resultant matrix will be of order 1 by 1. So it is our 1 by 1 matrix is here. So after simplification, it will be equal to 5 plus 0 plus 9, and it will be equal to 5 plus 9, 14. Only single element, which is 1 by 1 matrix. So this is it. I hope you have understood the concept of matrix multiplication and you are able to multiply any matrix now. Thank you very much.